Hi, I'm Angus Wright, and I also go by Angus By Design. And this is another day in a personal practice that I call Satsang of One, where I listen to a podcast of the Ram Dass Be Here Now. I make a journal of it, I add quotes to my physical journal, and then I pull an animal oracle card to cultivate mindfulness and for reflection. This is all part of my personal wellness action planning and stuff that I do as part of my own daily maintenance for my own wellness. Um, so, thank you for stopping by. So today's podcast was really great. It was sort of about, not sort of, it was about changing cultural myths. So the first quote is our myths. Our society at this moment is between storylines. We are a culture that is living with dysfunctional myths. We are in a transformation period in which we are feeling our way into new mythic identities, new stories to justify or give us a functional meaning to our existence. The next quote is under the heading Navigating Change. Just watch as the myths change. Look at what has happened in these years. What transformations in one human life? Ram Dass. And then the last quote is around, so it's caught in our myths. You and I have grown up in such a personality cult, such an addiction to what I need and what I want and what I and who I as a personality. So you and I have grown up in such a personality cult, such as addiction to what I need and what I want and who I am as a personality. And that's Ram Dass. Okay, so let's take that energy and just sort of put that into the cards, and we'll see what the spirits have to say about addressing cultural myths. What are the stories being told? How those stories impact our personal lives. There it is. And it's the Wombat spirit. And we've had the Wombat spirit come up prior in one of these. And the Wombat spirit, I forgot to show you, is telling us to be at home. Be at home. So Wombat spirit, be at home. The oracle message behind this card: burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well fed with family is a special trait of the Wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. The protection message. Could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat spirit arrives to nudge you to the Wombat spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks, because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though, you can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with spirit. All right. I mean, I've said it before, but I love the message in that card. Be at home, right? I believe home is where the heart is. Home is wherever you are, right? And I also believe, like the whole podcast is be here now. So I'm here and I happen to be in my home. But if I get caught up in all of the things that make me anxious or depressed or make me to go back in the future or go forward trying to predict the future, I said back to the future, so back into the memory bank, that's where I stumble all the time, right? Because that's really the unknown or the previously experienced but experienced from a certain lens, right? I really love the term comfortable in your own skin, because that's really poignant, at least in my life, as somebody who has dropped more than 300 pounds in my personal wellness like history, right? And I have a lot of extra skin. That's part of my body transforming and coming to fruition. So I just really love that message and that reminder that, you know, potentially I could be losing focus on all of the things that I am and all of the things that I've accomplished out of fear, right? And I just love again how that ties right in to changing cultural myths, because we're 7 billion people or so on the planet. We can't possibly fall under the same one storyline. So the key for me anyways is to reflect on who, what, and where I'm getting my influences from. And I'm going to take that with me all day. Namaste.